Right now, it is Human Trafficking Awareness Month across the U.S., and Georgia is no exception to the problem. Georgia saw more than 300 acts of human trafficking in 2024. That was a slight decrease from the year before, but incidents have been rising since 2021. That is why Georgia has a specialized team dedicated to prosecuting human traffickers and helping survivors. It's based here in Atlanta, but has agents around the state. There's also a 24-hour anonymous tip line, which is available in 170 languages and run by a nonprofit. That number on your screen, 1-866-HTJA. Happening today, Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport is bringing awareness to human trafficking in the metro. They're reiterating initiatives and resources for travelers and employees to help prevent trafficking at the airport. There will be a press conference today with Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens and Atlanta's Chief of Police. That starts at 9 this morning.